feels great. Little light snow, little flakes. Feels good. You know, I remember I was about, the body was around like, probably I think it was around like 46, about 44 or whatever. I was really getting old. I didn't want to go in the water because it was cold. I didn't want to get my hair wet, you know, because I just had the dew that cost so much. I got to get my hair wet. Couldn't get out there, just gonna be too cold, or I'm gonna miss my favorite show or whatever. And I realized, and then when my first grandchild arrived, you know, because I started noticing, I had a dear friend that was an adventurer, and that was great because it got me in the water, in this, doing this, and that's really what's great about the buddy thing. But anyway, that was really great. And when first grandchild came, I decided I'm going to follow into her step, into her energy, so that I noticed she'd run up the hill at the farm and retreat center in Washington. So I would try, and I was like, it's like, but I just started going it, and just doing it. And that's my topic. I'm going to get back to the topic. How to get more energy, and it's actually on topic, and power, how to get more. And what we tend to think is it's more coming from there, but more coming from there is less for us. You have to get this at some level. Because if I'm always looking to get more from out there to increase my energy and my vitality, I'm first of all decreasing my energy and my vitality by giving it the power outside of myself to increase what I already am and have, but have been suppressing, have been blocking, have been sabotaging our own selves, because this is the way the certain mental program system is set up. You become self-policing, self-torturing, self-punishment, punishing, self-killing, murdering. I mean, all of this is all self. And because who you are is part of that, our source. And think of our source as being an energetic. Think of our source as being an energetic, like a pumping. And then we're the energies going out from the energetic. And yet we don't go out because we're always connected, you see. It doesn't fit the picture here, but here, like in my book, Live Your Bliss, and it isn't follow your bliss or that, but it should also be your bliss, but live your bliss and you are life, is why it's so important to stay in that state where you're not torturing yourself with your emotions, up and down like on a roller coaster, up and down and up and down, and that constant worm of anxiety in the stomach, you see. And we want to have more energy and vitality and power, and yet we're the ones set up to drain our own power by looking to get what isn't there. So first thing is, if you wanted to know, to have power, what would be the first thing you do? Well, power is the ability to manifest, the ability to do, and have. It's what you are naturally. But anyway, wouldn't you go to find the source of the power? Where would be the source of the energy? Where would you get it from? And if you did not have a source of power yourself, you would then want to get it from somewhere or something that did have it, you see? And when you know and recognize who you are as a spiritual being, and I'll tell you, it's a lot of people don't get all hung up on all of these books of religion that says you have to follow these words and these letters because this determines it, and if you don't, you're going to be burned, you're going to punish, you're going to do this, God won't like you, blah, blah, blah. And I used to think years ago, because when I was in seminary and they didn't really have any women ministers out there at the time, I didn't care because it didn't matter to me what they thought, because I'm not there to get them to like or not like me. I have a job to do. And I said, absolutely, the divine knows I have a female body and I have this desire because I am a teacher. This is my nature. This is what I do. Okay? So anyway, then I took that back and I owned that. So anyway, when you want to have power, So if a person didn't have power, this is what happens when people don't know who they are, they become parasites. If you actually follow your mind and you watch it, you'll become a psychopath because it has no heart. And what that is, there is no soul there, there's no source. True, it's an artificial source that's taking its energy from something else, you see. Because you're not a mind, you have a mind. If you need the thing of a mind, consider divine mind, if you need that word. But as a divine being, and also as you do something, and I talked, I think before, in the 21-day experiment, to actually have a residential experience where I'm with you, I work with you, everything is set up for you to attain the new life that you desire in every single area, whether it's career, business, relationships, health, vitality, but everything, so that your whole new world is, and how you're going to do that, and you set it up. But you have to get out of the old way, or if you're not, to little by little start implementing the new. So you have to go, where is the source of my power? Well, the source of our power, and that's one of the things about books, and if you limit yourself, and don't, when anybody says something's taboo, you can't read that. And when you find that something gets really maligned throughout the world, and it's in books, and it's taught in schools, and the government, and they celebrate, something's wrong. Oh, absolutely. Because they'll take that which is good and malign it. That's when people get set up for something they didn't do. They were actually doing the opposite. In my book called Prospering Choices, that is actually, you could be, I will look at how you can get it just, as a off the internet. Get it from me somehow, I don't know, like that. I'll figure it out. But what it says is that how to make the choice to know what to do in each moment, because how you get more of who you are, more of the energy and vitality, you have to get it from where it exists, and it exists in you. And one of the first things you want to do, stop the energy drain. What is depressing you? What is taking your power? What is convincing you can't do it? What is it? And then who and what is arguing for their limitations? If you're there to promote a disease and protect it, if you're there to promote and protect misery and failure, or old age, or sickness, or you're not valuable because you don't have the body that everybody else has, so everybody gets a whole bunch of surgery so that they can look better because they want everybody to know that. But it's really senior wisdom, my darlings. That's why you don't want to keep this reincarnation thing. I mean, it's good to explore it and know what it is, so he's steps in, and it's all like steps in getting your power back. Because it doesn't always take 21 days to change a habit. But you can, after a while, you can do it instantly. You see, you do it instantly because you're no longer a creature of habit. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer playing a role in a script of a movie you did not even write, but is being written through you, through the intelligence and the mind. So how you get more energy is to go to the source of it. And we are part of the source. And so once you start recognizing where your energy comes from, then start letting go of everything. And like food, people don't realize how much food that they're taking, and drink and substance or whatever chemicals around. It's like at my house and stuff, I don't use all that kind of thing. And you could say, oh gosh, you don't have a this and a that. It's like, I don't want to energize that. I don't want to give my energy to that because it's not energizing me, you see. That's how you can tell, is if you're around someone and while you're around them, and they're always trying to dumb you down, tell you can't, make you terrified and fearful, because then you're going to buy the product, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, because you're giving your power to the word. You're giving the power to others outside of you to get you to feel powerful when you are the one feeling powerless, you see. So it's always an inside job. And I just want you to know it's cool, and I love doing this, and I really ask you, if you can, to support Adventures in Enlightenment. Donate what you can. Doesn't matter, whatever it may be, because see, I'm back to work. I've been researching for about I've been basically researching 33 years, 40 years since I ever got here, looking for clues, know who we are, to really activate all of our divine abilities. Yes, you see, above and beyond, you see, what you've been taught or told. The real secret is you have it all, you see. And I want to thank you so much for your support and your love, and love to answer your comments, and also thinking about you doing even phone consultations, and these are really empowerment and enrichment sessions. And I had somebody call me the other day and even email for something, and we aligned, and it had really nice, cool stuff happening. So you want to be building your support system for yourself. You want to be there building support system and helping other people to build support systems. You want to get all of this going really big, because it's an inside job. And it's also outside action. You see, inside job, inside realization, outside activation. Realization, activation. Realization to activation. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, love you.